the hardest thing I've ever done in my life by 1,000.
No.
By 1,000, dude. Put any wrestling situation, put any
weight cut?
Any weight. Well, I mean, I wasn't a big weight cutter, but anything I've ever done in the wrestling world, it was so much different though. I mean, it's not comparable in regards to wrestling. It's just, it was a different type of pain. It was being able to endure pain over a long period of time is what it was. And you know, and that pain came very early. You know, at mile 30, we started hurting, and we still had 70 miles to go. Right. That's when we looked at each other and say, listen, what the hell are we going to do? Are we going to quit or are we going to keep going? You know, and we had 70 miles to go. And, you know, like I said, things got real at mile 30 for sure. but easily the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life, but the most rewarding, you know, experience I've ever had.
What about you, Coach Bono? Same question.
Yeah, 1,000% hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Just like Jon said, at 1,000% the most rewarding.
Wow.
Take any accolade I've ever done, and this is by far the best thing I've ever done in my life.
God, so you guys were entering the pain cave at mile 30, though. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
So the training, I've ran a marathon, did like 3 days a week, you know, nothing crazy like you guys, but how many days a week were you going when you got into like, you know, the good training where you're about 2 months out, you're in the swing of it?
We were running 5 to 6 days a week, maybe. You know, some days we had no plan, right? It was like, hey, what are you doing today? I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 15. I'm gonna go, you know, and I knew if I ran 20 one day, right, I wasn't doing anything the next day. Maybe I walked 2 miles or something like that. So, you know, but then I'd go like 20 and then, you know, the next day off and then 15 and then 10, you know, day off and then 30. Or no, I don't think I ever got to 30, but 24, I think was the most I ever did. And I only did that once. But our goal was to get miles in, right? I mean, we weren't going to run 50 miles in the training phase. I don't know if that was right or wrong, but we were like, we're going to get as many miles as we can in, you know, from whatever it was, April till July. And that was our goal. We did it. I think I don't know if this was a mistake or not, but we did 85% of our training on a treadmill.
Really?
Staring at a wall.
Why?
You know, I don't know. Well, really, because we were getting up, right? We had practice every day at 8:30. So we were getting up at 2 in the morning and we'd come in and we'd be able to run for 4.5 hours, right? And then go take a quick shower and be right to practice. You know, we didn't.
It was more of a convenience thing. Now that we look back on it, we probably should have got off the treadmill a lot more, because when we did, it was like, holy shit, this is easy. You know, like this is a lot easier being off the treadmill. And honestly, I got really cocky. When I got off the treadmill and we got onto the road, I was like, we are going to crush this thing.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
Ryan, get this.
10, 15 miles, 20 miles was easy when we went outside.
So Ryan, get this. You've been in a lot of wrestling rooms before, right?
Yeah.
Right. We come in there with our sweatshirts and our spandex on, and I ran 18 miles or 20 miles one day, and my net weight loss was 18 pounds.
Whoa.
And it was miserable. It was 80 degrees in the room. It was humid. I lost 18 pounds. And that's when I looked at Jon. I said, if I do that for 100 miles, I'm in big trouble. Right. But little did I know when we got out.